Just thought it was a really great game. I thought it was great to be playing. I think we were thankful to get a chance to be out here on the court. And I thought we did a lot of good things. Obviously, we didn't finish at the end. I thought we ran out of gas physically. And then, like I said, the team in the locker room, we did a lot of good things. The two things, almost always you want to look back at some fundamental things that really cost you. And what really cost us here was on the glass, especially on free throws, and then not making our own free throws. A little bit like last year. We shot 25% from the free throw line against them last year. We shot 50% from the free throw line against them this year and lost the 2 games by 3 points. But no shame in the effort. I thought our guys competed and played hard, and it's a step in the right direction, and thankful to have played and feel like we're going to take some time. We're a little behind right now, but in time we're going to be very good.
Okay, we'll take questions. Start with Jordan Gusky.
Hey, James, you predicted before the season started that there might be growing pains just with the amount of guys you had out at different times and everything like that. Did you see that evident on the floor tonight in any specific moments, or just overall? Did you see that come to fruition?
Yeah, for sure. We're not as good as we want to be right now. Neither are a lot of teams. And if you're asking me where specifically, one, we really ran out of gas at the end. We were tired, and Myron was out, and it was unclear how much he was really able to play. Thought Blake really played helped us a lot in the second half. But I thought we really ran out of gas there in the end, and they were too, and I thought it stood out there. And then there were a lot of errors. We didn't block out well enough on free throws. We gave up a couple transition baskets on made baskets, and but did some good things. We got a long way to go.
And then, you'd also mentioned the depth of this team before the season started. You went, I think 11 deep in the first half. I mean, I know, Reggie and Dron are out, but I guess, part one, was that out of just need because guys maybe aren't up to that level of, you mentioned the fatigue.
It's not really that. There's a lot of reasons for it. One, we have a lot, each of those guys has contributed in practice in certain ways, and we have a lot of depth. And then secondly, we just haven't played that much. We had no scrimmages, no exhibitions, and we had a stretch of practice where we weren't playing 5-on-5. And and we need to see them on the court and play more and give them an opportunity to kind of show themselves. I think it's going to take a little while for us to kind of, probably a little bit more than usual, to let the rotations filter themselves out to get a better sense of what are the best ways, for us to play. And but that was the reason why.
And do you anticipate potentially even going that deep when Dron and Reggie are back? Or do you feel like by then that'll be, more figured out at that point?
It'll fill itself. We played 12 in the first half. So if you're asking me if I think we're going to play, I think we played 12, or did we only play 11 in the first half? And if you're asking me, do I think we'll play 13 people? No, I don't. I think it'll filter its way out. But, you have exhibitions and scrimmages and a lot of 5-on-5, and we just haven't had very much of that. And we also knew we didn't have very many guys in condition to play 30 minutes. And that became clear as the game went on.
And then last question for me, KJ goes for, I believe, a career high in points and also career high in shots. The last time he had played for you was on January 7th. Almost a year ago. I guess, what did it mean to you to see him back on the floor and then be, that offensive, weapon, whether it's shooting or on the boards, that you remember?
Well, it was great. And then you keep in mind defensively what he does for us. We put him on, we changed the matchups in the second half, and he really changed the game for us defensively too. I thought he and Blake did. And, but no, it's great to see him. And he's a great, not going to call him a kid. He's a 6-year senior. He's a great young man. And he's really he's a very good basketball player, and he's a far better person than he is a player. So it's a real joy to coach him, and I was thrilled to have him out there.
Thanks, James.
Okay, we'll go to Ian Hansen.
Hey, so, when I talked to KJ earlier in the year, he said he doesn't play with real pressure. He just kind of lets the game come to him. Can you kind of talk about that tonight And despite not having scrimmages, how comfortable he looked out there.
Yeah, he did, and I thought this is the type of game that's good for him because they were in his zone, so he was able to get the ball in and around the basket a ton. And I thought the guys did a really good job of looking for him, and he's such a good athlete. And but anyway, he does that. He lets the ball come to him, and this game required him to have a big role because we needed guys that could score inside against their zone.
And then defensively, I know you said you wanted to, there were some areas where it was sloppy, such as transition, but it seemed like, in the half court, you guys did a good job of switching and, rotating, especially in the first game. Can you kind of talk about your perspective defensively there?
I thought, it was a hard game for us defensively because we knew nothing about these guys. We had no film at all, and they started a different lineup than we were expecting, and there was just a lot of stuff we didn't know, and really get a sense for their style. Unlike, and it's true both ways, but we returned a lot more than they did. They had a lot of new faces, and so anyway, it took us off guard. But I thought KJ in the second half, we put him on Faulkner a lot more, and I thought he really made a big difference. And that's the one thing I thought we could have done in the first half that could have really helped us.
And then there was definitely some sloppiness on offense, like you said. Can you kind of talk about, especially in the second half with the turnovers and stuff? Can you kind of give me your perspective on that and what needs to improve there?
I thought we had a few possessions late. I thought we did for the most part, I thought we did a pretty good job. But I thought we had a few possessions late where I thought Luke took a really tough three. I thought Kanai took a really tough three late in the second half, and we hadn't gotten the ball inside yet. And the key for us in this defense, this game was to really get the ball inside and back out.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Anything further for Coach tonight? All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Safe travels home.